Call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakar Kadas. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and taught me this truth. And peace and salutation to Yakim across the four corners of the globe, preaching this gospel in truth and sincerity. I'm Brother Yash from the GMS Louisiana Saints Camp, back with another lesson on the gas price rising. All right, and it's just an update. I'm gonna play a few videos and come back with some scriptures and wrap it up.
We are going to begin tonight with a run on gasoline from Florida to Virginia, with panicked drivers lining up at gas stations fearing a fuel shortage. Now, as we come on the air, there are reports of gas stations across the southeast running dry at the same time that the price per gallon is running up, closing in on highs not seen in 6.5 years. And tonight, the governors of North Carolina, Georgia, and Virginia have all declared states of emergency. Now, all of this comes after a ransomware attack targeted Colonial Pipeline and forced the company to shut down over the weekend, essentially turning off the tap for thousands of gas stations. Well, the White House is trying to calm fears, saying that while the Southeast is facing a, quote, crunch over the next few days, there is no concern about running out of gasoline. But that's not stopping commuters from topping off their tanks, leading to concerns tonight that scared drivers could actually make the situation worse, creating the kind of crisis that the criminals who attacked the pipeline may have wanted. CBS's Jeff Pegues is at one of those gas stations in Alexandria, Virginia, and is going to lead off our coverage tonight. Good evening, Jeff.
And Nora, right now this gas station behind me is out of regular gas, and what that means is that there are 7 or 8 pumps here that just aren't working, and there are thousands of gas stations just like this one up and down the East Coast from Virginia to Florida. Chaos at the pumps tonight.
This is worse than a hurricane.
Motorists are rushing to fill up, with some hoarding gas.
We got a call from family that said you better fuel up before you hit Tennessee.
The Secretary of Energy urged people not to panic buy fuel and said they are considering moving supply by train or ship if necessary.
We're asking people not to hoard and know that we are all over this.
The ransomware attack on Colonial Pipeline, carried out by the Russian criminal hacking group DarkSide, is having the kind of impact many analysts predicted.
This is a massive pipeline, and without it, we're quickly realizing what can happen. Fuel is starting to run out.
The 5,500-mile pipeline supplies 40% of the East Coast fuel. Shortages are now being reported in 7 states, including Georgia, where the governor suspended the gasoline tax.
It'll probably help level the price at the pump off for a little while.
Airlines are also feeling it. American forced to add refueling stops for 2 of its long-haul flights. And while Colonial Pipeline says that it expects to be up and running by the end of the week, the Biden administration is under pressure to make sure it doesn't happen again.
But this is a stark example of how these cyber attacks can have real demonstrable impacts on our economy and our national security.
There is now increased attention on securing other vulnerable targets, including the power grid and the water supply, which have few, if any, government-mandated cybersecurity protections.
But cybersecurity is the Wild West. There's really no regulation on these privately controlled networks and even the critical infrastructure.
Tonight, AAA is telling motorists that they can conserve fuel by avoiding rush hour and minimizing the use of air conditioning, which is something you don't need today here in Virginia. As for the shortage, experts say that it would take more than 10,000 big trucks hauling fuel every day to make up for what the pipeline typically delivers on any given day when it's not shut down. Nora.
All right.
Right, so guess what? That means you're going to have gas shortages, which is going to lead to food shortages, which is going to lead to these people going fucking crazy, losing their fucking mind. And I like how they throw it in that, oh yeah, this cyber attack, hey, it might have came from Russia. You see how they just throw that shit in there? Hey, these fucking elites on the left-hand side, you fucking hilarious, man. We can see right through this shit. We're not ignorant of Satan devices. All of this shit is being done by these elites on the left-hand side, man. And that's a beautiful thing. So let's check out some more and then we can get these scriptures. Now, in this video, I want to show you how just a few days of this pipeline being cut off has contributed to major shortages in South Carolina, North Carolina, Atlanta, and different parts of the East Coast. They are completely run out of gas. And it's only been the cyber attack started on Friday with Colonial. Today is Wednesday. So wait, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's 6 days. So within the last, let's just say 5 to 6 days, it's caused so much damage to where now these people don't even have gas at this point. Right now, this ain't talking about next week or 2 weeks. Right now, they don't have gas. So let me brighten this up for you and play it.
Gas distribution problems resulting from the cyber attack are causing long lines and empty pumps in the Florida Panhandle. As Jake Stofan tells us, state officials want people to remain calm and to avoid panic buying.
There are two scenarios at gas stations in the state's capital city right now. Empty stations drained of all fuel, and some like these with long lines full of drivers fighting for a full tank. Were you expecting a line this long?
I was expecting a line this long. I already been to like 15 gas stations around east side of Tallahassee, so I'm gonna get some gas.
Florida's Director of Consumer Services, Rick Kimsey, says a perfect storm of separate issues is resulting in the distribution problems.
It started with a fuel quality issue in the Western Panhandle. That coupled with a nationwide driver shortage for petroleum truck drivers.
State officials say they don't anticipate this problem will spread statewide, and they say even here, there's plenty of fuel. It's just a matter of getting it to the pump fast enough to keep up with demand. Is panic buying making this situation worse?
Yeah, any pressure on the system is going to make the situation worse.
Florida's Agriculture Commissioner put out this video Floridians against panic buying.
Fuel is continuing to move around our state.
And as we saw for ourselves firsthand, panic breeds panic.
Everyone's panicking, unfortunately, and I have an eighth of a tank, so unfortunately I have to panic too.
When the pipeline will come back online isn't entirely clear. In the meantime, the state is working on finding other means to deliver fuel to impacted areas. Reporting from the state capital, Jake Stofan, Channel 4, the local station.
The Consumer Services Director you heard from there says that if you're in a situation where you need gas immediately, try to only take what you need. More gas will be on the way.
Now, real quick, I want to show you one more thing about the fuel tank driver shortages. And they were saying this way before this cyber attack happening, that the gas prices were going to rise way for this summer. So they already were saying this, all right? So this is just the elites throwing another thing in the bucket to fuck shit up, all right? And they're doing it on purpose. All right, but look at some of these things, and we're just gonna look at a few of them. I'm gonna play one video, but let's read the titles. Lack of tanker drivers could contribute to gas shortages this summer. See, and this came out a week ago, before this cyber shit. Gas prices could rise amid truck drivers shortages. Okay, so they were already saying this way before this happened. So they was already in the fucked up situation. Truck carriers, nearly 25% of tank trucks are parked due to a driver shortage. All right, look at how the Most High Yahweh Shemi outside is fucking up this place. All right, and this is what we give glory to Yahweh Shemi outside, man. This is what we want. Trucking industry could create gas shortage. All right. This was a week ago. This was before this shit happened, man. So they were already in a fucked up state. Now, because of this pipeline being shut down, if it goes another week or 2 weeks, which the men of the Lord, that's what we want. We want that to happen. Hey, it's gonna fuck up so much shit that this fucking place could be. It really could be an extreme. In an extreme fucked up shape in a matter of weeks or months. All right. So we're hoping that this shit continues. All right. Truck driver shortage. Trucker shortage could make it harder to fill your tank up this summer. See, it's all. Hey, this shit is just a simple Google. All right, let's play one of them, and then I'm gonna bring out some scriptures, and we can get out of here.
Do you love boating? Freedom Boat Club made it easier than ever. At
Boy, now this, the tanker trucks, they deliver gas to your favorite gas station. They got staffing issues. A lot of drivers won't go back to work just as we get into the summer driving season. Well, Grady Trimble, he's at a highway rest stop in Hinsdale, Illinois. Grady, does this mean we eventually pay more at the pump?
That's what it's looking like, Stu. Maybe not immediately, but most likely by summertime you will be paying more for gas, and it's because they don't have enough drivers for those tank trucks. Across the trucking industry, there's a shortage of some 50,000 drivers, and let me show you the numbers for tank trucks that deliver gas to gas stations. About 20 to 25% of their fleet is sitting idle because they don't have enough drivers to drive them. Phil Flynn's our oil and gas expert. You've got the wrong way sign over your shoulder there. Gas prices seem to be going the wrong way.
They are going the wrong way, and I'll tell you what, this is just getting started right now. We're seeing this huge surge in demand. People want to go on vacation, and vacation areas could be the hardest hits. It's harder to get people to work in a vacation area when they can get paid for staying home, and that's a big part of the problem.
We're seeing that in a lot of industries. In this particular industry, to drive a tank truck, from what I understand, it takes at least 6 months to get a license. So this is not a problem that can be solved easily.
It isn't, and it's a certification process, and it's a lot of pressure on these drivers. They have a lot of responsibility, and they are saying, you know what, I could drive another truck for similar money or slightly less money and not have all the headaches and have all that responsibility on my back.
So Stu, Phil is telling me that by summertime you might be paying $3.50 for a gallon of gas as the national average. So don't say we didn't warn you.
Okay, we have been warned again. All right, Grady, thanks very much indeed.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in him. So you're supposed to be remembering Yahweh Shem Yahweh right now before the times get super wicked, man. All right, which we're already in the wicked times, but this is still grace because you still have the prophets out there preaching this, preaching this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, so this is the time for you to repent and to come back to the Lord and get your shit together so you can, so we can get the fuck out of here. All right, verse 2. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. So you get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures now, because there's going to come a time where you're not, because of the famine of the word, meaning you're not going to be able to get this understanding. All right, verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Who's the keepers of the house? These elites. All right, and why are they going to tremble? Because the plan of having this new world order and chipping everybody with the radio frequency identification chip is not going to manifest. It's not going to play out the way they want it. All right, and the strong men bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. When it goes into the word grinders, that's talking about the workers. All right. All right. And it says it ceases, the workers cease because they are few. Few what? There are few jobs. All right. And those that look out the window be darkened because there's no future in America. All right. And since this pandemic hit, hey, these drivers are like, fuck this shit. Some of them are like, look, I don't want to do this because of coronavirus. So they're not driving. All right. Some of them feel like they're not going to get paid what they should get paid. It's various reasons. All right. But this is all contributing to this place falling down, the city being broken down, man. All right. Everything that you see happening, from the food shortage to the gas shortage to the tanker truck shortage, this is all happening so this city could be broken down, man. All out hell and chaos is about to erode this place. All right, and Yahweh Shem Yahweh wants to make sure the men of the Lord are protected. And the way we be protected is by staying indulged in this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Basically in Yahweh Shem Yahweh. All right. So the grinders will cease because they are few, and those that look out the window be darkened because they don't have nothing. They don't have nothing to look forward to here, man. Verse 4: and the doors shall be shut in the streets. Meaning these businesses are going to be closing, and which you see them closing as we speak right now. All right. And it says when the sound of the grinding is low, all right, meaning that there's not too much of work going on, and which you already have millions of small businesses that are going out of company. All right, and now you got this gas shit that's happening that's going to really disrupt the infrastructure of America, because everything goes through tankers, everything goes through trucks and stuff like that. So if you have a gas shortage or gas hike, people are going to have problems getting to work. People are going to have problems getting their material to the different destinations. All right, this is way bigger than what they're making it out to be. Okay? Hey, but the Lord has let us know that, hey, all of this shit is... all these businesses are about to close down. America is the corporation. That is closing down. That's why you have so many businesses are closing, okay? Because America is being shut down by Yahweh Shem Yahweh. All right? When the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and the daughters of music shall be brought low, all right? And when it goes into rise up, you're going to get up for your job to go to work, and you ain't going to have no job, all right? So you ain't going to have no reason to get up, all right? And this music that we listen to, that you know, that the world is making, hey, this shit is horrible. It's demonic, it's witchcraft, and it's at an all-time low, man, all right? So we see what's going on, man, and this is only going to get worse. This is only going to get worse, okay? Until there's no motherfucking jobs, no motherfucking money, no motherfucking none of that shit, all right? And then they're going to transfer your ass to the radio frequency identification chip. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And he calls it all. Who is that he? That's Esau Edom, the man of sin, all right? The man of perdition, who's being revealed by the men of the Lord, by Yahweh Shem Yahweh, all right, through his mouthpiece, which are the men of the Lord, are starting with Elder Apostle Tahar of GMS all the way down to brothers like myself. All right, and it says, and he calls it all, both small and great. So those who are big in this society, those who are insignificant in this society, rich and poor, people who got money and people who don't have money, free and bond, those who are in jail and those who are walking abroad on the earth in America, free. Okay, to receive a mark, all right, in their right hand or in their forehead, okay? And that mark is going to be that radio frequency identification chip, all right? And if you take that mark, that's a symbol that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is your God, all right? And which 2/3 are going to run down to Egypt for help, all right? And, hey, they're going to take this mark, man. And you can see it because they're already taking the fax machine. All right, that's just a prerequisite to the radio frequency identification chip. All right, it says verse 17, and that no man might buy. And Elon Musk, he's working on that Neuralink for the forehead. So all of this technology is already done and ready. They're just rolling it out through gradualism, so they can just get the hordes of people that's brainwashed, just control them. All right, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, all right? So if you don't have this mark, you're not going to be able to buy, sell, work, trade, or anything, all right? This is where we at, man. This is where we at. Or, all right, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, here is wisdom. Let him that had understanding count the number of the beast, For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Okay, the universal barcode, man. All right, and they want to put that inside of you. Okay, so they can keep track of 100% of what you're doing and and control everything. All right. So with that, I hope this was edifying. This is just a gas update, you know, but hey, this gas is really gonna contribute to the downfall of America. All right, not only is it this gas, but the World War III was going on with Palestine and Israel. Okay, all these famines, all these pestilence that's popping up. They released genetically modified mosquitoes in Florida, and they're saying if they bite you, they could give it. It'll help people. Basically, if it bites you, it's basically like the vaccine or some shit. They're saying that. So this devil is coming down, man. He's coming down hard, and he's ready, man. So I hope this was edifying to the hopeful elect. Call Halal Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Sai, by Hashem Hap Rikar Kadas. Shalom, Akim.